Good morning, pilgrims. Today we're leaving San Giovanni Rotondo. Waking up really early in the morning of a very cold and rainy Sunday morning was no fun. The 4-hour bus ride was pretty comfortable but a bit boring because of the heavy rain. We can hardly see anything outside. We know that the Italian countryside would have made us forget how boring the bus ride was, only if the weather was good. Plus, my eSIM for Italy stopped working, so no internet the whole time we were in the bus, which is a downer. Our destination for today is Manopello. Manopello is a small town east of Rome, about 2 hours drive. Its closest big city is Pescara. Manopello sits on top of a hill and our final train destination is 10 kilometers away. The bad thing is, there's no public transport or taxi that would take us there. The good thing is, our Airbnb host is one of the nicest people we met in Italy. Davide and his lovely wife Michaela picked us up at the train station, took us to the picturesque town of Manopello. Then we have to walk uphill to a sanctuary church, which is the highlight of our day, for a little less than a mile. It's okay because we're seasoned walkers anyway. But all these troubles because we want to see up close and personal a piece of a cloth? According to the extensive research done by various scientists, icon and art experts, this is the Veil of Manopello. You can see it up close and personal on top of the altar of this church. At this time, the right-hand side stairs is the entrance and the left is the exit. Upon close inspection, we saw that the material is so thin, it's almost transparent. According to the foremost experts who studied this cloth, it is said to have come from the area of Jerusalem in Israel. How it ended up in Manopello, though, is a very colorful story. A 6th century text from Tbilisi in Georgia said that the Mother of Jesus kept this cloth that has the face of Jesus imprinted on it until it was kept in Edessa until the 5th century. The next record of this holy cloth is when it appeared in St. Veronica's chapel inside St. Peter's Basilica in the 8th century. At this time, Pope Stephen II was described to be holding the imprint of Christ's countenance during a procession. This holy relic was called Acheiropietos, meaning not made by hand. The Italian literature giant Dante even mentioned this veil in the Divine Comedy. In May of 1527, the army of Charles V ransacked Rome. Some of the relics were dispersed and burnt. Around this time, the Holy Veil disappeared. It was either stolen or taken for safekeeping. Around this time, though, according to the modern foremost German scientists who were expert in the veil, the holy relic appeared in a church in Manopello. According to the manuscript of a Capuchin monk, Donato da Bomba, a certain Dr. Antonio Lunelli, who lived in Manopello in the 16th century, was given a bundle by an unknown pilgrim inside the Manopello church. When he opened it, it was the beautiful image of Jesus. When he turned around to thank the pilgrim, he vanished into thin air. The town tried to find him to no avail. To protect it, the good doctor kept it inside his house in Manopello. Later, it was given to the Capuchins in 1638. The Capuchins kept it inside its current home, the church in Manopello. But why is the Veil of Manopello called the Veil of Veronica? Tradition holds that Saint Veronica wipes the face of Jesus with a cloth, and in turn the face of Jesus was imprinted on this cloth. Is this the same cloth? According to science, it is not. According to centuries of research, the cloth is made of sea silk, which is technically made of silky filaments inside of a fun missile. But there's no trace of any external elements that were added to it to form the image. Here's another amazing thing. The image in the Shroud of Turin matches point by point with that of the Holy Veil of Manopello. The only difference is that the Shroud of Turin is the negative image and the Veil of Manopello is the positive image. Imagine this in the perspective of photography. It was initially called Veil of Veronica because the name Veronica comes from a blend of two Latin and Greek words, vera and icon, meaning true image. But I thought the Sudarium of Oviedo is the one that covered the face of Jesus. Yes, it is. The Sudarium of Oviedo in Spain is found to have lots of blood with the same blood type. Check this out, with that of the Shroud of Turin, which is AB. The Sudarium of Oviedo was used to cover the face of a man whose face was covered with blood. It was the cloth that probably covered the face of Jesus after his crucifixion. Here's the interesting part. When the three relics, the Shroud of Turin, the Sudarium of Oviedo, and the Veil of Manopello, are overlaid in top of one another, they match and correspond perfectly. The Sudarium of Manopello was the cloth that perhaps was on the face of Jesus during the resurrection, as the image on the Manopello was alive. One more thing, see silk, which is the material of the Veil of Manopello, is also known in the Bible as byssus or byssus, which is mentioned in the Bible 40 times. It is only used for kings, as it is rarer and more precious than gold. Fit for Jesus, who is the King of Kings. Manopello. Where's that part? So that's the church, which is San Nicolas, where the Holy Face of Jesus, the cloth was handed over. Apparently. That's pretty cool.